Some more background context information. Okay, uh, and I guess this is kind of the real politic of why you're here. What can you do with this information? What are the different jobs that are available to you? You can basically be an auditor. Okay, so the job of an auditor is a company will present its financial statements. An auditor's job is to make sure that the company is not BSing. Okay, the auditors are professional accountants who know the rules of accounting really well. They will go scrutinize what the company has produced because the company is going to have their own accountants, and they're going to be like, "Well, why do you have this? Is this number accurate, first of all?" And then they're going to see, is that number calculated in accordance with the rules of accounting? Okay, so their job is to ensure that the company is displaying its financials that are accurate as per the rules of accounting. Okay, so that's the job of a financial auditor. And so what are the skills that you need? You need to know the rules of accounting really well because your job is to like make sure that the company is adhering to them. You need to, be able to work with data sets because you're going to be going into the systems of the auditee and like trying to recalculate how they got those numbers essentially. Okay, so you have to have quantitative skills. It's a lot of Excel. It's so it's a cool job if you work at it as like a big four. Like there's four big accounting firms. They're gonna go to the offices of, like, if you work at the San Jose office of PricewaterhouseCoopers, you're gonna be going to Google, you're gonna be going to Nvidia, you're gonna be going to these companies, and like having full access to their accounting systems and their accounting books. So you'll learn a lot, like it's a really good education in business because you'll have different clients that you're kind of rotating through, and you're gonna see their specific accounting issues, and you'll learn a lot. Okay, so it's a pretty good kind of first job of like learning accounting. Okay, tax accountant. This is also CPA. You would not believe how many of my friends are looking for good accountant to do their taxes. Like these are my friends who are doctors and finance people, even finance people. Like it's in a shortage to find someone who can do taxes and know a lot of the specific issues. Like I have a friend who's a physician. He has like his own specific things that he needs to kind of deal with, and he cannot find an accountant to do this. Okay, so this is actually a really viable, like if you want to be like a independent, like small business owner, this is a really good skill to have. I think you could definitely make six figures. You're going to be busy during like certain months of the year, but it's a really good one. And if you don't get bored by like minutia, which a lot of tax kind of accounting is, um, and if you can make yourself interested in boring stuff, I think you can do really well. I think it's like a really good field to go into. But it's not for everyone. I think you have to be detail oriented and kind of like the topic, and that's really the biggest barrier, I would say. Um, Financial analysts, so FP&A. So within a company, they're going to have financial planning. Okay, they're going to have people that have a spreadsheet that are figuring out the budget for like this new factory that we're trying to build, or this new team, or this new product that we want to launch. Okay, there will be people that are working with financial projections and have that skill. And so knowing accounting, knowing, I guess it's a combination of this class and 187. There's a lot of jobs that are available for that. um, a controller of a company, like, we talked about the auditor. Their job is to kind of scrutinize the company. Uh, on the other end of that, for the company, they have their own head chief accountant, that's producing the financial statements. So that's like a executive level position. Okay, so um, that's something that you could work towards and eventually kind of get into. And look, like, I told you I rock climb. Uh, there is a population of people who just want freedom. Okay, they're called dirtbags in the climbing community, where they just live in their vans and they just like climb all the time, and they want a remote job that's like chill, that like they can do from anywhere. And there's opportunity for that. If you want to do bookkeeping, It's a job that I think now is like a little competitive because there's a lot of van life people that are trying to do this. But if you have these skills and you get some certifications in QuickBook and stuff, uh, I think that's like a viable. If that's like your vibe, if you want that freedom, if that's the lifestyle you're trying to kind of go for, you can use these skills that you're learning in this class for this, that.